Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a product review for you. You can see it right there in the background. I'll show you the box right here. It is a Coleman 40-watt solar panel with a controller on it and stuff like that. And it's one of those ones that has a little stand, little hitch thing like that. And it's perfect for trailers, RVs, any kind of stuff like that, even boats and stuff like that, for charging up the battery. I've had it up here for the last couple months now, and I've been reviewing it, and I gotta say it's working pretty good, even in cold weather. Like in the spring, I had it in the spring where sometimes it even snowed, and it worked pretty good. So let's go take a look. So coming to the trailer to check on the solar panel. It's been about a week. It's been sunny, cloudy, and now rainy. As you can see, it just finished raining. You can see water droplets on the solar panels and stuff like that. It's still hooked up. I'm fortunate that no one stole it. I mean, it's a pretty safe area, but still, I still got to put a lock on it. So if you come here to the controller, it's not waterproof, so I've put it under the battery compartment here. So if you take this off and you look at the controller here, you can see it's still yellow. So it's still charging, even though there's, I'll put that on afterwards, even though there's water droplets on it. I guess maybe that doesn't affect it, obviously. And it's cloudy, it's still getting a charge. And it's been here over a week. So if you go to the inside the trailer and we look at the battery strength, it's all winterized. But if you go here and you click on the battery strength right here, we'll see that it is still, it's still full. There you go. Now, I guarantee you, when I didn't have this before, in last year, the battery wasn't full. It would be maybe 3/4 or maybe a half on the reading there, because it just sits there for like a week. The battery's not getting charged, even though no lights are on or anything in here. It's still, if you look down here, it's got the carbon monoxide detector. So that's still being, because that's hardware, that's still being used. So it draws something. So it's good to know that this little, I think it's 40 or 50 watt, what is it? It's in here. Oh, it's locked up. I think it's 40 or 50 watts. Solar panel hooked up here all summer long. It'll keep the battery maintained and it won't overcharge it. It's got overcharging protection, and there you go. So good little investment. I don't have to keep taking the battery out every trip and charging it and holding on to it and then putting it back in and all that kind of stuff. Just hook this up and it takes care of all the rest. So here a few weeks later, and what do we have here? We have a little bit of a snowfall, and this is the problem, or could be the problem. As you can see, a good 3/4 of the panels here are covered by snow, so I wouldn't be surprised. And then there's snow over there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just doing nothing at all. What I want to do now, it's been like this all overnight, and it's pretty cold, so I'm here to actually the trailer to take the battery out, because the battery shouldn't be in this kind of weather. I thought the weather had turned, but it hasn't. So I'm gonna check to see what the battery level is here right now in the trailer using this. See what it is. Battery. See, so it's actually dropped, probably because of the cold and also because it's covered up. It's now at 2/3 full, so it's not completely full. So I'm going to take it off. That's to be expected. I'm going to take it off, and when it warms up, I'll bring it back. There's nothing you can do. This just doesn't work. Even if it was on a more of a pitch, then you wouldn't get the you wouldn't get a good angle for the angle of the rays type of thing. So let me take this off. And check, see what what it's saying, if the controller is saying that it's actually charging. I wouldn't be surprised if it is not charging. So there's the controller there, and it actually says it's charging. It's a little dim, but it actually says it's charging. Now, it's not obviously going to be the max 7 amps, but it's impressed that the light is still on. It does say it's charging. So if I was to take the snow off here, see if it would make a difference. The snow's coming off pretty easily. So if I was to open up all the panels, as we saw in the last video, the water droplets don't make a difference. So did it go up any? No, it still looks about the same. So I'm going to take it off. Like I said, the battery's a little cold in this temperature. Wait a few days. We're supposed to go back up to the teens, and then it should be fine. So there you have it, folks. That is the Coleman 40-watt solar panel. It works perfect for our needs. I'm going to take it out and test it. I actually haven't tested it while camping yet. Most of the places we go is actually electricity, but I'm going to go this weekend. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to unplug and see how much we can go off the grid if our site is sunny enough. Okay, we're going to do an experiment here. Let's just see. Let me turn this light on here to show everyone. Let's just see what the battery level is at. It says it's at 3/4 or 2/3. It is 10 a.m. Let's go out here. Pardon all the mess. So what I want to show you is we have the solar panel hooked up. It's 10 a.m. We have the solar panel hooked up to the battery. We're going to go straight off the battery. The battery isn't a brand new battery. It's about 2 years old and it's been discharged once, so it's not 100% healthy. But let's just see, in a pinch, we have shore power. We have electricity at this site. But let's just see what happens if the power was to go out, if we could get a full day of sun, because it is sunny, as you can see, without using any electricity, just solar power. That's what I want to see. So it's going to be the minimum stuff. We probably won't even be in the trailer much. But let's just see if we have enough power to last us for when the sun goes down, and see what the battery is at that point. Just a test with this new 40-watt solar panel. Okay, a little update on the solar panel action here. Now it's been about another 4 or 5 hours, so the midway point, let's say. You can see the sun's moved out of the direct part of the solar panel there, so we're not in direct sunlight, but this panel works in the shade. Obviously, probably doesn't draw as much power as it would be in direct sunlight, but let's go take a look at the panel and see what it says, how much we have. So we go into the trailer. We have the lights. As you can see, the lights are still going. We don't have all the lights going. We just have the minimal lights that we need. And if we check the battery status, we're at 2/3. So we haven't changed. So basically, what we've used here with the lights on, and the only thing we have going is the fridge. The fridge is not a 12-volt fridge. It's a two-way, so it works on shore power or it works on propane. So when we took off the shore power, it kicked into propane. That's what the orange light means. So it's propane going. We've got the exhaust fan in the bathroom going, and we have one light going. We could have a couple lights going. The only thing, and of course we have the pump. If you turn on the water, we have the water pump going, but we haven't used much water other than lunchtime. The radio works if we were to turn on the radio, which we don't need the radio because we're down at the beach. And the only thing that doesn't work, which a lot of people wish it would work, but I see why they designed it not to, is the plugs, the outlet plugs, the 110 outlets or 120 outlets. So this plug doesn't work. We have lots. So we have plugs over there by each end of the master bed. We have one under the kitchen table there. We have one on each bunk and one in the washroom and then one outside. Those don't work. And of course the outdoor kitchen has a little bar fridge. That doesn't work either, but if you keep the fridge closed, then it'll stay cold. So as you can see, we can turn on all the lights we want. It's all LED, so it'll stay good. Oh, and the other thing that doesn't work is the microwave, which we don't need the microwave to work. The range hood works, and does the fan work? Yeah, the fan works too. So that's good to know that all that stuff works. So just not the actual plugs, the receptacles, they don't work. But the most important thing, the CO2 detector, the carbon monoxide detector works. And we're in business. Oh, the TV doesn't work either. The TV doesn't work. So there's a handful of things that work and a handful of things that don't work. But when you're boondocking and off the grid, this is what you get. It's not bad. Okay, an update on the solar panel action. Let's check. It's been going all day for probably 9-10 hours of sunlight. And battery is full. So it started at 2/3 or like probably 3/4, and now it's full. So the solar panel worked. These are the lights that were on, and like I said, and it works great. 40 watts. You don't even need more than that. Some people have 100. Some people have 200 watt systems. That's great. You can power everything. But this is a 40-watt system, and in a pinch, you can get by. You saw in the video there, it works in the overcast. It works even in the rain and stuff like that. It's a pretty good. I apologize for that Piper in the background. She's squawking. Her nest is right there, and she's being very protective. So I apologize for that if it comes in too loud in the video here. But yeah, it works out great. You can see that the controller isn't waterproof, so you have to somehow like shelter it from the elements and stuff like that. But works perfect under that little compartment, that battery compartment, because that's watertight too, and it works great. So there you go. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I'll put a link in the description below for where you can get it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.